I got saved when I was 8 years old. I went to a church camp up in Tennessee, and I remember the last night before we left, I saw a guy get baptized in the swimming pool over there, and all the campers started singing. I could just feel the Holy Spirit moving in me, and I wanted to be part of that family. And I got saved and baptized within a few weeks of that. Probably the biggest spiritual influence in my life would be my sister Amber. She was diagnosed with rhabdomyosarcoma, which is a rare form of childhood cancer. It was pretty hard for a while, being 9, 10 years old and not seeing your mom or your sister for a couple of weeks. Things kind of turned normal. She got into remission and she beat the cancer for the first time. Well, now here we are, 5 years later, and she's fought 4 different tumors. And she's taught me that no matter what life throws at you, that God's gonna be with you and that you just have to put faith in Him to get you through it. When I was younger, and at that time, I didn't fully understand the whole concept of Christianity like I do now. I just knew that God knew what was happening and that He was with us. I didn't fully grasp what He was doing through Amber's life. I said 7th and 8th grade, I got real close to God, and Amber's getting better. And we thought we'd had it all behind us. And between 8th and 9th grade year, everything kind of settled back to normal life. Amber didn't have to go off to Memphis for weeks at a time. My mom was always home, and everything was fine. And one day in September, I was at lunch, and I got called into the office. The tumor came back, and that there were 2 of them that had pretty much come together into one. It felt almost like I'd been hitting the gut with a sledgehammer. I just lost my breath and my legs went numb. And I remember that night, I was angry with God because I felt like for 4 years we'd fought a hard fight and we honored Him through it. And I thought that we finished the war. It was just a ceasefire. I prayed to Him, and I tried to bargain with Him. I tried to trade with Him my life for hers. If He'd take me and leave Amber, that I'd be okay with that. But it was hard for me to accept that that wasn't what He planned to do. And for a few weeks, I was furious. I wouldn't read my Bible. I wouldn't speak to God. I just tried to disown Him out. I didn't want anything to do with Him. Ultimately, through Amber, He showed me that His love for her is so much greater than the love I could ever have for her. Her favorite Bible verse is Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. She has embodied that throughout the past 5 years of her life. When the chemo, when the tumors, when the side effects would knock her down, she would get back up because the Lord was with her. She has had a faith that is just unbelievable and that I've not seen in any person in my 15 years. She knows that whatever comes her way, God sends it, and she does not question it ever, nor will she ever question it. And seeing her faith and her obedience to God in all these trials and tribulations really showed me that I was wrong. I first came to the realization the whole gravity of God's love towards me and my sister, my family, both. That's when I first started coming back to God. And little by little, my selfish desires went out of the way. I sensed that God was calling me into the ministry. And at the time, it was pretty hard to give up the pleasures I was enjoying in life, but I knew that what God had in store was so much greater than anything this world had to offer. I just encourage y'all to remember that it's not about us, it's about God. He has put each and every one of us on this earth for a reason, and it's to bring honor and glory to Him, and He has a plan to achieve that.